Rob Fojtik, Vice President of Neighborhood Strategy for Choose Chicago, joins us now. There's a new docuseries out about 77, the city of great neighborhoods. And Rob, how are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great.
Thanks for being on. Explain what Choose Chicago is, too, so people know.
Sure. Choose Chicago is the city's official destination marketing organization and tourism bureau, which means that we work to promote all the great things about our city, including our neighborhoods, to visitors, whether they're coming from across the city, across the region, or across the globe. Yeah,
well, a very good friend of mine is a part of your group. And how often do you meet? Rob? There you are.
Sorry about that.
How often do you meet?
So Choose Chicago is it's the official destination marketing organization, and so we're a full-time nonprofit organization with about a full-time staff of 65 folks. And so we're based at McCormick Center, but we work closely with the mayor's office and the governor's office to promote our city.
Let's keep that ball rolling because we got an awful lot to promote. Andrea, you know about this docuseries?
No, but I'm born and raised here, Rob, and I can't wait to see it. I think every single neighborhood has something incredible to offer, whether it's a community center, a restaurant, a landmark. Where can we see the documentary, and tell us about it?
Well, that's so true. Every neighborhood in Chicago is unique and really a cultural destination based on its history, the culinary traditions, and really the different people who make those neighborhoods special and give them character. And so all of these episodes are going to be online on YouTube and Amazon Prime, as well as our website, choosechicago.com. And they focus on 5 neighborhoods out of those 77 community areas that we've got: Little Village, Uptown, Bronzeville, Humboldt Park, and then Pullman and Roseland. And these are places where we've worked at Choose Chicago for a number of years now. We have great partners, whether those are local chambers of commerce or community development corporations, who really serve as the eyes and ears for us on the ground and helped us identify and select the small businesses and community residents that we try to really uplift and amplify in the series.
The 77 represents the 77 neighborhoods. How do you break down, how does the docuseries break it down when you got that much material?
That's so true. And so we've made 5 episodes, and so that we focused on 5 different neighborhoods. There's a little bit of a distinction between community areas and neighborhoods, and so we really look at those unique cultural destinations here. And so Little Village, for instance, is a neighborhood within a community area, and so each episode focuses on one of those neighborhoods.
Are you going to do all 77?
Oh, man, I would love to. So let's see how these 5 go. Then we'll have to think about funding and timeline and all those kind of good things. But at Choose Chicago, we work with 30 neighborhoods directly. Again, we have those partners there who serve as those eyes and ears for us on the ground and really help us identify those community priorities and goals that we always want to be working in service of. And so when we promote those neighborhoods, we want to have an authentic voice. We want to have a resident voice in that, not just us at the Tourism Bureau, right, coming up with ads to promote neighborhoods. And so someday, perhaps all 77, we'd love to, but let's see how these 5 go.
So everybody thinks I got something I want to share and something I need or something I want to say. I go to my alderman. Should the public reach out to you guys somehow, or is that not the way this is done?
Yeah, we're always happy to hear perspectives on neighborhood residents and what they think is special in their community. That's the heart of what we do when we promote our communities, right? It's not just the touristy stuff. It's not the flashy signs or the trend that's happening right then, right? It's the longtime businesses, right? It's the handmade donuts in Roseland down on Michigan Avenue at 111th that have been made by the same guy for 50 years, right? And so that's the type of stuff that you want to be able to hear about from those residents, not just as somebody who swoops in and grabs a donut, right? But somebody who's been going there their entire life from childhood through adulthood. And so that's really what we try to elevate with this series.
I discover new things all the time. I was driving through Jefferson Park area, Edgewater, and I found a Chicago store. And I thought, how cool is that? And it's all, made local, buy local, but it's all things
just
to
a bunch of products?
It's all, but it's all things to do with like the Chicago flag and the red stars, and it's just really cool. But I discover things all the time just driving through the neighborhoods.
That's so true. We have such amazing small businesses in Chicago, and I think I maybe know the story you're thinking of. But there is such municipal pride as well, right? In our city of Chicago, in our neighborhoods. This series really is a response one, to a trend in tourism where folks want authentic, unique experiences, right? Those only in Chicago neighborhood gems or cultural institutions that you have to be in Chicago to do. But really, there's a narrative, I think, that needs to see more of the positive and the unique and interesting that's happening in our city. Right, we can get weighed down with the negative and the day-to-day of urban life in the 21st century. But I think I think this series really does pull out some of those long-time stories and narratives that are just counter to what we hear sometimes.
It is Choose Chicago's own Rob Fojtik, and thanks for the update on this. Again, where do people see it?
They can catch it on choosechicago.com/the77.
The 77, and it's not quite yet a 77-part series, but it could be, depending on how things go. And then Andre and I are going to do a live-action version where we act out all the neighborhoods.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We can eat all the foods. I would totally do that.
Yeah. Eat your way through the city.
Eat your way through it.
Thank you, Rob. Enjoy the day.
Thank you so much.
I look over my
Thanks,
right shoulder.
Rob.
I tell him to enjoy the day, and it looks like a fog monster is about to roll in here.
I know. My goodness.